Hello fellow Shadows, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to talk about my thoughts of The Rise of Skywalker. I already gave my review on my channel, and I even made 2 videos after my review about what I thought was good, what I thought was bad from The Last Jedi. And I will try to do the same thing on this channel too, so you guys can get best of both worlds. So I can go a bit more into detail. So, The Rise of Skywalker, I feel, is a proper sequel to The Force Awakens, because even though The Rise of Skywalker does reference The Last Jedi a few times here and there, and it was like 4 or 5 times worth of The Last Jedi mentioning in general in this movie. They pretty much ignored The Last Jedi, which The Last Jedi divided the Star Wars fan base quite a bit. So, and this is going to be spoiler alert. This is going to be a spoiler review, so your spoiler alert has been alerted. So, first off, let's talk about Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia and Lando Calrissian. I like how they treated those 3 characters with respect. Now, I'm fully aware that not everyone will feel the same way about Leia as I do in terms of how they treated her, but I feel like they treated Leia right. Same with Lando. I think the uses of Lando was great, but definitely the uses of Leia, seeing how Carrie Fisher did, was pretty good. And I love Luke Skywalker in here, because Luke Skywalker in here, unlike the one in The Last Jedi, was more of the Luke Skywalker that we knew from the original trilogy than The Last Jedi. Because I always said, the Luke Skywalker that we got in The Last Jedi, I was semi-okay with it because it was in the middle of the trilogy. So I was kind of okay with the grumpy old Luke Skywalker, as long as we got the Luke we knew from the original trilogy back in the episode 9. And, I do realize they pretty much shit all over Luke Skywalker in The Last Jedi. I still enjoyed I still didn't mind as much as some other fans with Luke in The Last Jedi. Yeah, he could have been better written in The Last Jedi. This movie, we got to see the Luke that we knew, even though he was a Force ghost. And it was great, because Rey, she was going to throw her lightsaber in the burning TIE fighter. Force Ghost Luke Skywalker catches it, saying, Jedi's lightsaber should be handled with more respect. Said, yes! I was hoping Rey would say something like, but when we first met, you nearly did that too. He said, and, Rey calling him out, then Luke saying, yeah, I'm not the best example in that area. That would have been kind of, great, and it would have been, a good little jab to Ryan Johnson if they put those lines in there, even though it might have not been needed. And at this stage, Rey was feeling down. She lost hope. Luke gave her hope. In that scene, we see Leia's lightsaber, which in that scene 2, we saw a flashback where Leia and Luke were having their Jedi training with each other, and how pretty much it was told that Leia retired and had faith that somebody was going to take her lightsaber and fulfill her mission or whatever. That was pretty decent. I'm not going to say that's the best thing in Star Wars Rise of Skywalker, but it was pretty decent. I feel. Emperor. I still hate how the Emperor came back in this movie. They didn't explain how he survived the explosion of the second Death Star. He was kind of on life support. By all rights, Darth Sidious should have been dead, but he didn't, and I don't like how they didn't explain how he survived. Because they didn't explain how he survived. I really dislike, first off, I'm happy that they finally explained Rey's parentage, but, because they sort of handled that in The Last Jedi. What I don't like is who she's the descendant of, which is Darth Sidious. Really? This is Rise of Skywalker. You could have made her a Skywalker. And speaking of Skywalker and Rey being a Skywalker, she does at the end, all the leaks you've seen online are most likely true. Because she, at the end of the movie, some old lady, when Rey said Tatooine at the Lore's homestead, asked Rey, "Who are you?" And then Rey said, "Rey Skywalker," after she looked at the Force Ghosts of Luke and Leia. Really? Leia was telling you earlier, don't be afraid of who you are. Then, you, in the movie, just said, I swear half an hour ago, said don't be afraid of who you are. And here you are, changing your last name from Palpatine to Skywalker. You're not even a blooded Skywalker. You're a Palpatine. So, double standard on your part, Leia. I mean, Rey. That ending was kind of cheesy. In terms of that reason. When Rey just says, "Oh yeah, I'm Rey. I'm not Rey Palpatine, y'all. I'm Rey Skywalker." Daisy Ridley and Rey, because Daisy Ridley plays Rey, may be hot, but there's excuses for the cheesiness in that scenario. Sometimes cheesiness can be funny. This was bad cheesiness. And then Rey dug the lightsabers, Luke's lightsaber, or the Skywalker lightsaber, as I like to call it, which is really Anakin's, and Leia's lightsaber, in the ground. And I thought, okay, that's pretty decent. That's probably her sign of showing respect. And the Rey, the Emperor, died. He force lightninged Rey. Pretend these are two lightsabers. She reflected the lightning with one lightsaber. And then she used the force to guard the other lightsaber and made an X. And as the Emperor said, "I am all Sith," Rey says, "I am all Jedi. Let me reflect this on you." So, and pretty much what you see in Revenge of the Sith when Mace Windu uses his lightsaber to repulse the lightning back onto Palpatine. That's pretty much the same thing that happens with Rey, but he disintegrates. And and he looks dead for an old person up until he kind of pulls out the life force of Rey and Kylo Ren, who at that time is Ben, was I saw his redemption coming from a mile away. I do like they were trying to go for showing us Rey actually doing some training, which I amend J.J. Abrams from doing that. But I feel like that should have been saved for The Last Jedi. And after the Emperor gets killed, I know I'm going back and forth. After the Emperor gets killed, Rey is dead. Kylo Ren revives, uses his life essence, because at this time he's Ben Solo, to resurrect Rey. And then this cheesy Reylo thing happens where they look at each other, smile, kiss. When I was saying, before they kiss, I said, "Don't you dare do it. don't you dare do it. No, no, no. And they did it. I said, why? Just, why? I thought you loved us, JJ. Like, hey, that was one of the things that angered me. On top of both Ray being insidious and her killing the Emperor. That, I feel like that kind of undermines the whole Anakin being the chosen one thing. I feel like Anakin should have been in the movie as a Force Ghost, so he can, like, maybe have a, if they're going to have it be a reminiscence to The Last Jedi in any part, in the Return of the Jedi, I'm sorry, where Palpatine shocks Luke. I feel like that's what should have been done in this movie. Palpatine shocks Rey. And then Anakin appears. And then Anakin says, hello, my old master. All sarcastic, like, all mean, like, saying, hey, remember me? Remember how I kicked your ass the first time on the Death Star? But the Emperor's like, and then Anakin used the Force to choke Palpatine. That would still, I feel like, consist in the Anakin being the chosen one. But now I feel like Rey is, like, the whole chosen one arc for Anakin's kind of been undermined with Rey. So does that mean that Rey is the chosen one as well? Is Rey a manifestation of Anakin? I don't know. Because technically Anakin died before Rey was even a sperm in the mother's womb. And Rey's only a Palpatine through on her father's side. I feel like she should have been a Skywalker, to be honest. Then we can actually the name of the movie will make sense. The Rise of Skywalker. All the Star Wars movies names, made sense. Phantom Menace. Palpatine was the Phantom Menace. Attack of the Clones. The clones attacked for like 25 minutes of the movie. They attacked. Revenge of the Sith. Darth Sidious getting his revenge on the galaxy. Solo, Star Wars Story, talks about Han Solo. Rogue One talks about the people who stole the Death Star plans. A New Hope talks about Luke, Han, and Leia pretty much, but mostly Luke, I feel. Empire Strikes Back, the Empire striking back against the rebels. Return of the Jedi are returning to the galaxy. The Force Awakens. Rey is like unlocking her Force abilities. The Last Jedi. You can say that Luke was the Last Jedi, and then Rey, after he died in the movie, it was Rey who was the Last Jedi. The Rise of Skywalker. It could mean Ben Solo, because technically he's a Skywalker on his mom's side, so technically it could mean Ben Solo, Rise of Skywalker, but no, they decided, hey, since I'm Rey, I'm the main Force user of the trilogy, I'm going to adopt the name Solo Skywalker, because I'm not doing Palpatine. So, does that mean that Rey is the Skywalker that rises that the name of the movie suggests? Like, I've got mixed feelings about this. I rated this 7 out of 10, and I still stand by that. It would have been at 10 if they didn't, like, it would have been more about 7.5 if they didn't have the Reylo kiss. And if they if they explain how Palpatine came back, a good explanation, even like if he's a clone, then that will boost it to like 8. And if Anakin came back as a Force Ghost or the Flesh, that would have made it a 9.5 for me. And Anakin is in here, along with Qui-Gon Jinn, Mace Windu, Ahsoka Tano, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Old Ben Kenobi, and I'm saying that on purpose. Obi-Wan is 2 different characters on purpose, and you see why if you watch the movie. And some other Jedi talks to Rey when she's kind of unconscious after she's got lightning by Palpatine, her granddaddy, Grandpa Palpatine. And so that part was pretty cool. But my favorite part, before I go into my favorite part, that part was, I guess, pretty cool because we get to hear some of the old Jedi of the past, which was pretty cool. And so my favorite part was, it was a reminiscence of, like, I mean, kind of like, I feel like it was supposed to be a nod to Empire Strikes Back. You know when Yoda raises Luke's TIE Fighter off, out of the swamp water to teach Luke that size doesn't matter, that the Force, to the Force, size matters not. Luke kind of raises his X-Wing off out of the oceans of Act 2 for Rey, so she can go in the final battle. That was awesome. And there was oohs, ahs, my eyes widened out, that's why my eyes was going to bulge out. That part was awesome. That is literally my favorite part. Like, it shows, even though Luke's a Force Ghost, it shows that Luke has gone a long way since we've seen him in the Empire Strikes Back. And I was happy about that. Especially since I feel they, yeah, Luke Skywalker was technically still dead. He came back as a Force Ghost. I feel like they done Luke right. Way more right than Rian Johnson did with Luke in The Last Jedi. And for that, I got to give J.J. Abrams a hand. Because thank you. So, I kind of have mixed feelings about this. I don't hate this movie. I don't exactly love this movie. In terms of being ending to a trilogy and to a complete story that has like 9 films behind it, and counting Rogue One as part of it. I don't feel like this is like exactly a satisfying ending. But I still find this movie enjoyable. More enjoyable than The Last Jedi and the holiday special. So, this movie, again, is a 7 out of 10. And even in the Disney Star Wars, still not my favorite Disney Star Wars movie. My favorite Disney Star Wars movie is Rogue One. But I liked the characters' progressions in here because I feel like all the characters had more character development in The Rise of Skywalker than they did in The Last Jedi. Like, Poe had the most character development out of all the characters, I feel like. And that's sad. And it was great seeing Lando Calrissian piloting the Millennium Falcon. And the way they had Lando in here felt like the Lando that we got in the original trilogy. Not the Pando Lando, as people like to call the Donald Glover one. But he feels like the Lando from the original trilogy. And I like that sense. Same with Leia. And how she went out. How Leia went out. Even though I admit, could have been a better way. I didn't mind it. I did not mind how Leia went out. It could have been worse. They could have done Leia dirty like they did Luke dirty with his death. I'm okay with it. They brought back Han Solo. I'm confused how Han Solo came back, because it wasn't like Han Solo in the flesh. It was like a projection. I don't know if it was like it's supposed to be his Force ghost or the Force projecting what Ben Solo needed to turn back from Kylo Ren to Ben Solo. I don't know, but it was great. I liked seeing Han Solo again. Chewbacca was great. R2-D2 was great. C-3PO was great. All the characters were great. I had no complaints against the characters themselves per se, because I like them better in this movie than ones that we got in the Disney trilogy. Than I did like them. I like them better in this movie than I did like them in The Last Jedi. So this is definitely a better movie than The Last Jedi. So have you guys seen Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker? What do you guys think is good, bad, or leave a comment down below, and I will later today or sometime in the future make what I think is like the positives, my personal opinions about the positives of the Rise of Skywalker and the negatives of the Rise of Skywalker. So stay tuned for that, and may the Force be with us all.